cross the ocean. That was the basic concept of it. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Kamakodi, who was not having a passport. பெரியார் சொல்லுவாரு, அறிவுக்கும் படிப்புக்கும் சம்பந்தம் இல்லைன்னு. டாக்டருங்க வந்து எப்பவுமே என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, காசு வாங்குற வரைக்கும் நல்லா ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா நான் செஞ்சேன்பாங்க, ஏதாவது போயிடுச்சுன்னா பூட்டுடுச்சு அப்படிம்பாங்க. அது போல அவரு இந்த அம்மா பேசுறதுல எனக்கு ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் ஞாபகம் வருது. மதன் மோகன் மாளவியான்னு நீங்க கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. பனாரஸ் இந்து யூனிவர்சிட்டியை அவர் தான் ஆரம்பிச்சாரு. RSS ஓட பிறப்பிடம் அது. அந்த இடத்துல அவர் வந்து காந்தியாருக்கு ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ். காந்தியார் வட்டமேஜை மாநாட்டிற்காக லண்டன் போறாரு. இவர் வந்து என்ன பண்றாரு, நீங்களும் என் கூட வாங்கன்றாரு. முதல்ல வந்து ஐயோ எப்படி நான் கடலை தாண்டறது அப்படின்னு முதல்ல சொல்லுவாரு. அப்புறம் என்ன பண்றாரு, நம்ம இந்திய மண்ணை எடுத்து தண்ணி ஊத்தி உருண்டையா பண்ணி பாக்கெட்ல போட்டுக்கிறாரு. அவருக்கு திராவிட இயக்கத்துல மண்ணுருண்டை மாணவியான்னு நம்ம அந்த காலத்துல பேப்பர்ல எழுதுனாங்க. அதோட அவர் நிறுத்தல. அந்நிய மண்ணுல இருக்கிற தண்ணிய போய் குடிச்சா அது பாதகம்னுட்டு கங்கை தண்ணிய இங்க இருந்து குடத்துல எடுத்துக்கிட்டு போனாரு. குடத்துல எடுத்துக்கிட்டு போனது மட்டும் இல்லாம ஷிப்ல போறப்போ மிலேச்சன் செஞ்ச சாப்பாடை நான் சாப்பிட மாட்டேன்னுட்டு அந்த கங்கை தண்ணியிலேயே சமையல் அவரே செஞ்சு சாப்பிட்டாரு. இங்கிலாந்துக்கு போறதுக்கு 2 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி தண்ணி தீர்ந்து போச்சு. இந்த மனுஷன் என்ன பண்ணுவாரு, பசி வேற ஒரு பக்கம், என்ன பண்ணுவாரு, அதனால ஒண்ணுமே சாப்பிடாம ஒரு நாள் ஓட்டி பார்த்தாரு. இன்னும் இங்கிலாந்து போறதுக்கு எத்தனை நாள் ஆகுன்னு காந்தி கிட்ட கேட்டாரு. இன்னும் 1.5 நாள் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு அவர் சொன்னாரு. சரி நான் என்ன பண்றது, ரொம்ப பசிக்குது அப்படின்னுட்டு அப்பவும் சாப்பிடல. அதுதான் சனாதனம். சனாதனம்னா என்ன அப்படிங்கிறோம் இல்ல, இதுதான் சிம்பிள் எக்ஸாம்பிள். அப்புறம் பழங்களை 1.5 நாள் வெறும் பழமே சாப்பிட்டுக்கிட்டு போய் சேர்ந்தாரு. அந்த நினைப்பு எனக்கு பேசுறப்போ வந்தது. அந்த மண்ணுருண்டை மாளவியா, I think the other state people had followed what I said. Are you able to follow, sir? Are you able to follow? See, the Banaras Hindu University was formed on Professor Madan Mohan Malaviya. Understand that Madan Mohan Malaviya is very close friend of Gandhiji. Gandhiji wants to go to a round table conference to England. He wants to take this Madan Mohan Malaviya to England. But Madan Mohan Malaviya said, as a chronic Brahmin, he said, how can I cross the ocean? That's not possible for me. Then Gandhi, no, you have to come. It's better if you come there. Then what he did, he took the Indian soil, made it a round ball, put it in his coat pocket. He is going with Indian soil, it seems. He is cheating Indians as well as Indian soil. He put the Indian soil in his pocket. We used to call him Mannurundai Malaviya. Mannurundai means Indian soil ball. Mannurundai means Indian soil ball. He took Ganges water with him. He cooked with his own, because he called the cook in the ship, chef in the ship, as Milecha. So he didn't want to take the food from his hand. So he himself cooked in the ship, took the food, and he went. And last 2 days, the water was emptied. The water cane was empty. He was not able to take food. So what he did, one day he tried to manage. The second day, his hunger was very severe. So he started taking fruits for 1.5 days and went to London. Thank you. I call Mr. Nallayan Natarajan from Pondicherry to come to the podium.
Distinguished delegates from FIRA, respected panelists of this session, I'll assure you I will restrict myself to 5 minutes. Myself, Nallayan, I am coming from Pondicherry. I work for a private bank as a vice president. My title is Endless Journey Towards Secular and Scientific Tempered Society, with specific reference to the Article 51A1H. I split my discussion in two parts. One, evolution and historical perspective of the scientific temper in India, right from the colonial era, and then how we transferred post-independence. And then what is the current scenario in the last 15 years? What is the current scientific temper sentiment in India is what I will just touch upon. Given paucity of time, I'll just rush. Mughals ruled this country for more than 600 years. There was no agitation. There was no, a sense of independence among the people of this land. Reason being, the Mughal did not touch upon the religious sentiments of our country, which is highly casteist and highly superstitious. Whereas British, when they landed in India and they found this land is actually of highly superstitious, and they found this society as a highly casteist society, they introduced some of the radical measures that had actually disturbed the Sanatanis, which translated in the form of, independence, fought for independence, which started in 1857, the Sepoy Mutiny. So the British era and the colonial era is where they introduced this radical legislations like the Abolition of Sati Act and Widow Remarriage Act and Indian Penal Code and other legislations to make sure, the society is governed with humanistic and scientific approach. Post-independence, the framers of the constitution, people like Dr. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was professing a secular and a scientific society, formed this constitution in such a way that it is open for the society to, adopt those measures and progress in the future. It was Nehru who constituted a lot of institutions like IIScs and IITs. Just now, Madam was talking about how IITs was managed. And at least he had a sense of, a scientific approach in his building the nation. In the South, we had Tandai Periyar, who was professing the humanism and a casteless society, who was vehemently opposing the religious practices, and followed by his disciple Aringer Anna, who came to the power and brought the Hindu Remarriage Act and brought the amendment to the Hindu Marriage Act by keeping away the religious rituals in a marriage. He introduced the Swayamriyada marriage by way of an amendment, which is even now challenged in Supreme Court of India, and Supreme Court of India had to accept that provision as a valid one. Article 15(1)H has been spoken much in this last 2 days. Its three tenets are nothing but humanism and scientific promotion of scientific temper and question and inquiry of spirit of inquiry. These are three pillars of this this provision. Let me switch over to the current scenario of how the scientific temper has deteriorated in the last 15 years. All of us know Steve Jobs, who is the founder of Apple, and most of you know how Apple product is. It's known for its aesthetic features and the design. What is the reason for his death, early death? He died at the age of 52. Imagine he has lived for another 20 years. We would have got a lot of products under Apple itself. How many of us know that he had fallen prey of the traditional medicine, and he took a treatment for his pancreatic cancer under traditional medicine? Most of us are professing, or even some of us here may accept traditional medicine. But I would say, as rationalists, we should disregard such traditional medicine, because there is no traditional physics, there is no traditional mathematics, there is no traditional chemistry, and why only traditional medicine? So we need only evidence-based medicine is what we need to follow. And Steve Jobs fallen prey by following the traditional medicine. Secondly, we had another instance. I can say, I can keep quoting a lot of examples. We know nowadays gurus talk about health, especially the man in Coimbatore. He talks about, he's recently had he had a small clipping. I mean, he was preaching drinking water before food neutralizes the acidity in the body. Lot of doctors has condemned that, and they said that it is not factually right. And he has millions of followers, and these followers thought that this is a valid one. So like that, there are a lot of influences in the society filled with, lot of influencers who profess this kind of superstitious beliefs and pseudoscience. My humble request to all here, we keep professing rationalism, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.